What is going on, Rise of Kingdoms fans? Wispy here, and today is gonna mark the day of either the rise for free-to-play and low spender, or the ultimate downfall for free-to-play and low spender players.
Oh shit, here we go again.
And what I'm talking about is this new resource adjustments announcement that was just put out. You can find it in the Rock forum in the game. And let's go through this real quick. Basically, resource acquisition in the game has always been a matter of concern and caution for Lilith. Recently, we observed the amount of resources available through resource collection no longer meets the development of combat needs for governors. So basically, they've noticed that a lot of people are going into these really hard KVKs, and it's very resource cost, like it's costly. So people need way more resources. So to combat this, they want to increase the amount of resource storage capacity of resource nodes. So basically, level 5 nodes are going to have more than the 750 something thousand in them. It maybe go level 5 nodes will be the same as level 6, and like each one will go up whatever level above it. So that's pretty cool. They also want to increase the basic collection speed of all troops. So they want to increase the nodes, and they want to increase the speed on how you farm those resources. Those are two really good things. Now, this next part is 100% targeted towards resource sellers, and it's them basically saying what they plan to do to combat resource sellers. They've always been very open and honest about how much they hate resource sellers, and they've even banned people that were actually innocent and weren't resource sellers. They were just transferring resources from their farms, but they thought it was suspicious, so they got banned. That's how serious they want to take resource sellers. They hate them. They want you to buy resources through the game, not from other players. But to combat this, basically, they want to set the maximum amount of resource assistance each governor can receive per day. That is a massive red flag. That means, what about farms? Like, I'm thinking about all these players with these farm accounts, myself included. How is that going to impact us when it comes time to transfer those resources from the farm to the main? They also want to set the maximum amount of resources obtained through looting, so rallying cities. I've never really rallied cities for resources, so personally that doesn't affect me, but I know there are a lot of people during KVK, they look for a city with a bunch of resources off territory, and they zero it basically, and they reap all those resources. I've never really been that big. Like, I want to zero players, but I've never really was in it for the resources. But this point number one, just setting a limit to how much resources you can transfer per day. Like, what are you going to set that limit at? Okay, that's what's going to be the dictate factor of how free-to-play and low spenders are going to be able to play the game. So I've been seeing rumors that the limit, I've seen as low as 10 million a day.
What? What the fuck?
Like, that's almost pointless. Like, there's no reason to even have a farm at that point. 10 million a day, you farm like 5 times that amount in a day on a good farm. Like, it doesn't make sense. Okay. Now, if they go too high and they set it to 1 billion resources a day, well, then you're not really stopping resource sellers at all. I'm hoping that it's kind of high. I'm hoping at least maybe 400 million resources each day, so you can get 100 million of each resource. But even that is still kind of low, because that's like one farm for me, and I have 3 farms, so I'm not a free-to-play or low spender, and this impacts me greatly if this is how it turns out. So, and they finish the statement like how they always do. We will ensure that resource gathering game will be a positive impact through these adjustments, so governments can better develop their cities and experience unhindered battles. All adjustments in this announcement will go live in the coming month. We hope you will continue to pay attention. And then it's like, thank you for supporting Rise of Kingdoms. We hope you enjoy the game. Well, if you get this wrong, Lilith, if you get this wrong, you are going to have a mass exodus of free to play and low spenders, which I hate to tell you is like 90% of your player base. I would say no less than 80% of Rise of Kingdoms player base is free to play or low spender. And you already hurt them with the healing, with how many helps you can get, which honestly, it really, now that time's passed, it's not really that big of a deal, but it still hurt them. Now, this could be a killer for the game if you get it wrong. So I pray that they don't get it wrong. I was going to read some of the comments here, but some of them are just pretty inappropriate, so I'm not going to do that. But, I mean, what do you guys think of this? Do you think it's actually going to stop resource sellers? Do you think that they're going to get this update right? Or do you think they're going to mess it up like the healing helps per day? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you rely on, you know, sending resources to somebody to stay in an alliance, say you're a free to play or low spender, and to get your way into a top alliance, you donate gold to like the leader of that alliance and maybe some of the R4s to buy your way into that. Or maybe you're a player that you play because you enjoy the camaraderie, friendship, and you don't want to spend any money and you don't really care about power. So your role is you gather resources like a madman. You have a bunch of farms and you basically pump those resources into the fighters, and you're there just, you know, to make friends, and you don't really care about war, but you want to support, so you just send resources to everybody that needs it, stuff like that. Let me know if you think this will hurt you in the long run in the comments below. Also, don't forget to give the video a like. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos. But until next time, I'm Wispy Gaming. I'll see you guys in the next video.